Hello everybody and welcome to Online Study for You. And this is a video on the Capgemini 2020 and 2021 hiring. So this year Capgemini will start hiring students for 2021 batch, and the hiring is going to happen in 2020. So this is why we have titled it 2020 and 2021 batch. So now Capgemini hiring is starting, and are you prepared for it? So, if yes, then we have news for you because some things are going to be changed this year for the Capgemini hiring. And what are the things that have been changed? We are giving you the notification for it. So, first of all, what is the eligibility criteria this year for Capgemini hiring? So, the first criteria is that you must be from a Capgemini partner college. So, to know whether your college is partnered with Capgemini or not, I think a lot of colleges have partnered with Capgemini, so you can contact your college placement cell and ask them whether your college is a Capgemini partner college or not. You must be from BE or BTech or MCA, and it should be passing out in 2020, and it should be from CS, IS, IT, EC or Triple E branch, which are also called as the circuit branches. And you should have a minimum of 60% in your 10th, 12th and your degree as well, that is whichever degree that you're pursuing. And you should not have any active backlogs. Maybe if you're currently in the final semester, you should not have backlogs of your previous semester. And maximum 1 year gap is allowed between your 12th and degree. So some student may have taken a gap year, some are going to take 2 years as well. So only 1 year gap is allowed between 12th and the degree. This is the eligibility basic criteria, but the test pattern has also changed this year. That is one of the major notification that we are coming here. So what is the new pattern that has been changed? This is a big news. All of the students are confused. So they've got a pretty much rough idea of what the test pattern is. So this is, you can say, relevant news. So this is the test pattern. So we're going to compare the test pattern, that is before test pattern and now test pattern. Okay, so before, what you had is the test pattern. Just look at here. You had the aptitude test first, where quantitative and logical test was conducted, and then you had an essay writing in English, and then you had a pseudocode test, it was MCQ. Then after passing this, you would have gone to the technical interview and a HR interview. But now it has been changed. So first you're going to have the pseudocode test, and then you have the cognitive ability test. They have changed the title. Cognitive ability test is nothing but this aptitude test. Okay, third one is the verbal ability test. Verbal ability test is again nothing but this English essay writing kind of test. Okay, and the fourth one is the behavioral ability test. This behavioral ability test is similar to kind of a HR interview, but you'll be asked some questions, and they have not yet made it clear whether there will be some person who is going to sit in front of you, but mostly it will be a test asking you some questions. So let us see each of these rounds in detail, what is going to happen. So the first one is the Capgemini pseudocode test. It is an eliminator, round one. That means if you don't pass this test, you are not going to be able to take up the next round of test. You will be dropped if you fail in this test. That is the meaning of this eliminator. So the Capgemini test initiates with mind-boggling pseudocode test. So the candidates are given a set of pseudocode challenges which has to be solved in a stipulated time, as you have done before, but they are conducting the pseudocode test in the very beginning now. So the Capgemini pseudocode questions test the logical ability of the candidate in drafting out the structure of the program prior to the actual coding process. So here you will not be asked in a specific programming language, but the overall coding experience will be checked. That means before coding you write a pseudocode, and how do you write it, how do you check a pseudocode for correctness, with checking whether your code is wrong or not, modifying your code to get the desired output. Such questions will be asked, and it will be moderate difficulty, and it is an eliminator round. That means you will be eliminated if you don't pass this. The next test will be the eliminator round 2. This eliminator round 2 is again the Capgemini cognitive ability test. Okay, so once the candidates are shortlisted from the pseudocode round, next eliminator round awaits for their arrival. That means this is also eliminator. If you fail in this, again you will not be going to the next round. So Capgemini's cognitive ability test emphasizes on unleashing the grasping level, planning strategy, and complex problem solving ability of the shortlisted candidate. So they're going to check these qualities in you in this cognitive ability test. This test is basically an aptitude test with game based question also. If you are following the Goldman Sachs test, they have asked the game based questions. Okay, so similar questions will be asked. If you ask easy questions, these tests are going to be in your home mostly, so you may copy it, you may ask someone else, so that is why they're making it a little harder. Normal aptitude questions will also be there, but some game based questions will be there to make it a little challenging for you. So you should start your preparation right now if you want to crack it. The next round will be the eliminator round 3, which is the Capgemini verbal ability test, that is your English test. So the shortlisted candidates from the preceding test move to the third eliminator round. The Capgemini verbal ability test will be a cakewalk for person with fundamental language proficiency. That means it will be very easy for you if you are having a good English knowledge. So cakewalk means nothing but easy. So you should have studied this in your English language test. So the Capgemini verbal ability part is anticipated to be moderate difficulty for the Capgemini test 2021 batch. So it will not be very difficult, it will be very moderately difficult. So you can solve it easily. So after the completion of this verbal ability test, there comes an indispensable round which is missing in the selection of some companies. So the next process, that is the Capgemini behavior ability test, is a thing that you have to focus on, because most companies don't do this for freshers hiring. Don't get me wrong, for experienced people or some foreign companies also do this for freshers, but this is the first time we have seen this in these kind of big companies that are doing this test. So the final test concludes with the behavioral ability questions, where the candidate gets screened for the further stages of the recruitment process. So this is not a elimination round as we are hearing. Okay, so however you do in this, you are going to go to the next round, but you have to do good. You will be asked questions. So the behavioral ability questions focus on how you have maneuvered various situations in the past to disclose your personality, abilities, and skills. So they're going to ask you some questions about, let us suppose you're in a situation where you are going to hire some people to your team. So you have two people. One person is your friend, he doesn't have good skills but he's in need of money. He doesn't have a job but he's doesn't have that many skills. Another person is, you don't know that person. That person is very good in his skills and he is well off. He doesn't necessarily need the job, he can get the job elsewhere. So who are you going to hire? Such kind of questions will disclose information about your personality. So such kind of questions and similar questions will be asked, and the shortlisted candidates will go through the Capgemini technical round and the Capgemini HR round. Now here they have mentioned that shortlisted students, but we came to know that most students will be shortlisted, but don't take this test lightly. So give it correctly and clear this test as well. So the final thing would be your interviews. So to get to the interview, you have to start preparation for your exam and then clear all these exams. So prepare for your exams with us, Online Study for You. We have comprehensive package for Capgemini test as well. We are going to cover this coding, we are going to cover English, we are going to cover aptitude, everything, so you can get the best preparation experience and crack this exam. So thank you for watching this video. If you really want to crack this examination, you can check out our website onlinestudyforyou.in and buy our package for Capgemini.